Okay, so today I'm going to talk about why you should not upgrade to the latest Nvidia driver if you're not running any RTX cards. Those drivers are optimized by RTX cards, and most of the time they're quite rushed. So right now I'm using an older driver. As you can see, I can go into practice range. Smooth 60 FPS right now, and if I remove that frame cap, it can go up to 250-ish in practice range, of course. In real game scenario, more like 90 or something. I'm terrible right now. I'm aiming by looking at the phone screen, so of course I'm terrible. Like right now, it's not even the lowest settings. Like 1080p, I can go to 4K because this is a 4K panel, and then 75%. And all of these quite normal, basic settings. It's fine. But right now I'm using an old version of this driver, of the Nvidia driver. Right now this computer is rocking a GTX 1060 laptop version. Like, it's not extremely good or anything. It's just, I mean, it can handle basic things, you know? Right now you're seeing 200 something FPS. So, I'm telling you, do not, and I mean, do not switch to the new driver. I'm going to show you what happens. So, this is the new driver. It's 417.22, released on the 3rd of December. It is the latest driver, as you can see. I didn't install it. Actually, I did. And I experienced massive performance dips after this. So, I'm going to show you why. The driver I'm using right now is 416.94. It's quite old. And I've heard that there are better drivers than this. But I just randomly found an old driver and just went with it. And it has been serving me well for the past 2 days. But this driver, oh boy, I'm going to show you what happens after you install it. Okay, so I'm now in Overwatch after the driver update. If you can recall, just around 30 seconds ago, before the driver update, I was getting 200 FPS, or even reaching 300. So, I installed the new driver, latest GeForce driver. I installed it. Took me a while, but it was worth it. Now back to Overwatch. Are you ready to see the performance drop? It was 200 FPS. Remind you, it was 200 to 300. Would you look at that? I'm not even moving. Overheat is not the issue. It's 46 degrees. And the VRAM usage is not unreasonable either. It's only the driver that's causing this. And before you comment, maybe you're just running integrated graphics. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Does that look like integrated graphics to you? And by the way, if you say I put like 200% render scale, every single setting is low. Not even colorblind setting is on. It's like It's already low settings, and GTX 1060 can't get can't get I don't know 144 frames per second. Can't even get 100 after a driver update. When I first got the driver, I thought it was just my computer. I used Malwarebytes to scan it. I used Driver Easy to update every single driver. Every single driver is updated along with my graphics card. But like, how is this? How can you tell me this is not rushed? How can you tell me this is not them reducing the performance of older cards so that the people will buy new cards? You tell me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe everyone else is just playing using 1080 Ti's and the performance hit is not significant. Maybe. Maybe. I'm looking at that and I'm like, I have to warn people. If you're running GTX 10, GTX series, not RTX, like, let's keep the area smaller. If you're running a laptop GTX, or extremely specifically, a laptop GTX 1060, do not upgrade to the latest driver. Do not. This is not capped frame rate. The frame rate cap is 300. 300. And it can't even hit 70 FPS. It was 250 something. I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt. Just don't update. Like, you see all those channels saying RTX performance is so much better. If you're running GTX, just don't upgrade. It's more like a downgrade than an upgrade, to be honest.